Yo, it's Brian here. Today, gonna be talking about the San Francisco 49ers. As always, gonna be predicting the game between the Niners and the Redskins happening this Sunday in Landover, Maryland. Yes, they do not play in Washington, despite their name. It's kind of like us. We play in Santa Clara, California, instead of San Francisco. But hey, it is what it is. I'm pretty sure you guys knew that by now. But if you didn't, hey, you guys learned something new for the day. But anyways, gonna be predicting this game. Should be a fun one. I don't know. Looking on paper right now, the 49ers, they're just a superior team. But anything can happen in football. So that's not out of the question. But at the same time, the Niners, the only way they can really lose this game is if they decide to just go hit cruise control, or they just don't want to do anything. They just want to turn the ball over like crazy. But I don't expect that. And plus, Kyle Shanahan, I know he has a little bit of an incentive to win this game against the Redskins, particularly because he was the offensive coordinator years ago with his father, Mike, and they unceremoniously got fired by Daniel Snyder. I will be talking about him in a second. So, yep, going to get the video started. But before I do, please like and subscribe. That's going to help out a lot. Click that bell notification to get notified of future videos. Share this content with fellow Niner faithful. That's going to help out a lot. Hopefully we make it 6-0. Let's just get this started. 49ers versus Redskins. Who is going to win this game? Prediction time. Okay, so prediction. Who am I going to go with for this game? Well, before I do, I want to do a quick tail of the tape for each team and what they did last week. The 49ers, they're coming off a nice win over the LA Rams, their division rival, 20-7. They dominated them pretty much perfectly in the game. They were 0 for 9 on third downs. I'm talking about Jared Goff and Sean McVay. Also, they were able to stop them 0 for 3 on fourth downs, especially one on our own 1 yard line. They were able to stop them. That was really impressive. That's when you know that's a real defense. They were relentless, and even when Jimmy G fumbled the ball near the end, like around the fourth quarter, the defense stepped up again, stopped the fourth down, and ended the game pretty much. Really impressive there. I expect them to have a pretty good performance against Washington, and we'll see what happens. Anyways, going to the Washington Redskins, they defeated the Miami Dolphins 17-16. It was more of a tank bowl, to be honest with you. I don't think either team wanted to win this game. I mean, the Redskins were telling the Dolphins to win this game, but then the Dolphins were like, nope, you win this game, and that's pretty much what happened. The Dolphins, they were really goofy and went for a 2-point conversion, not to go overtime, to risk, going to play extra minutes and what have you, and they failed to convert on it, and the Redskins ended up winning the game last minute. There's your tail of the tape for what happened for each team. Let's just get to the position matchups and what I believe is important for this game. 49ers, they definitely have to keep going with that defensive line. If that line can keep rolling and get to the quarterback, then everything else will trickle down perfectly from the linebacking core to the secondary. The secondary has benefited big time from this pressuring or what have you. They're able to get interceptions, force fumbles, being able to take the ball away, give Jimmy and the offense an opportunity to at least score a field goal, preferably a touchdown. That's amazing right there. Offensively for the 49ers, just keep the same formula, run the ball down their throats, even without Kyle Juszczyk. They did a pretty good job on it, although it's really hard yards, as I mentioned in my last video, the reaction video on Sunday, where they were just able to run the ball even for 2 or 3 yards of carry. They were able to just tire out the offense, and they were able to still get first downs and keep drives going. So if they can just keep doing that, then it's going to be a great win for the 49ers. Jimmy can't turn the ball over. That's very risky. He had an interception at the end zone to Marcus Peters on Sunday. That was a thing I was not a fan of. And also he fumbled a little bit, although he was getting a little bit happy for, trying to just end the game quickly, but he ended up fumbling. The Rams got the ball back. So hopefully Jimmy doesn't turn the ball over. They can just do that on the offensive side of the ball. Just move the ball with the running game and make some nice plays from the receivers like Debo. I think he's injured or what have you. I don't know yet. Dante Pettis and them. Then it's going to be a really good day for the 49ers. I know I keep saying that this whole video. Everything is looking good for the 49ers. I don't know if anybody's giving the Redskins a chance, although they do have a small chance that the 49ers decide to get overconfident and get cocky, which I hope the 49ers are not going to be doing that, but I don't think they will do that. Kyle, he has a big reason to win this game, definitely, for his revenge against Daniel Snyder, because man, that was a pretty ugly lead between him and Mike Shanahan, Kyle Shanahan, all together a couple years ago when they fired him unceremoniously. And the funny thing is that Snyder, oh man, it is just not a good tenure for his time in Washington ever since he bought the team about 20 plus years ago. It hasn't been good. Free agency flops, just the team doing bad. I mean, he's one of the guys like us, just an average Joe football guy, and this is what you get when you have a guy that doesn't know anything about football in terms of running a team, drafting players, coaching players, and what have you. An average Joe like us running the team, there's the results right there. Very disastrous for his 20 plus years in Washington, and they just fired Jay Gruden a couple of weeks ago. Daniel not looking good, and Bruce Allen, I mean, he's just a puppet to Daniel, essentially. I mean, mean, I feel like he got this job just because of his father, George Allen, from years ago, from the 70s. Sucks right there, nepotism, right? But anyways, it's not looking good. Daniel Snyder, he really needs to sell the team or just retire if he can. I wish we could impeach him, but that's not possible. I know Redskins fans, they're very upset at their owner, and I don't blame them at all. Anyways, going to get to the prediction right now. Who am I going to go with for this game? Obviously, this is a pretty confident answer. I'm going to go with the 49ers to win this game. I think what I mentioned before, the running game, the defense, all three phases, they're going to do a really good job in this game. The defensive line, they could be really relentless on that O-line. Kwan Alexander and them boys, they can fly around all day. So, yep, got the 49ers winning this game. If I had to pick a final score, I would probably pick San Francisco about 27, Washington 10. You're wondering why 10 points, but you never know. They might score something, and they might score something in garbage time the way it's looking. If it gets out of hand like crazy, it's going to be going with 27-10 San Francisco, and hopefully they get this win and get back to San Francisco and play Carolina. That's going to be a tough test next week. That's it, guys. Wanted to end this video right now. Please let me know what you guys got for predictions. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say in the comments below. If you guys like this, please like and subscribe. That's going to help out a lot. I'll be catching you guys up probably on Thursday or Friday. I might have an off day Wednesday. I'm not sure yet, but I'll see you whenever. Bye, guys. Love y'all. Y'all have a great rest of your night.